All right, this strip we're here with Stormy Daniels. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
You were in Vegas for AVN this year. How do you like Vegas so far?
I love Vegas. I lived here for a few years. I like it so much.
Okay, well that's even better then.
Yeah, it's a fun city. It's everybody comes here to have a good time.
I always do. I mean, I live in SoCal, so it's not far from me. So
Right. I mean, unless you gamble and lose, I guess that's bad. But
well, that's when you leave. See, if you live in SoCal, you don't live here. You can just leave.
there you go.
Up and go. So what have you got under your belt, so to speak, in the last year? What are your big projects that you have?
I directed 11 features this year.
11.
11, more than I think anybody. Definitely more than I've ever done. I did some really great stuff this year. I directed Wanderlust, which was a dark, very cinematic, cool movie that I'm pretty proud of. And I also shot a movie called The Rebound, which is a Passions title. That was cool because we got to go up and shoot on location in the mountains and do some snowboarding, and that was a lot of fun. And let's see, Divorcees came out this year, and that's probably my favorite movie that I've ever shot.
Oh, really?
Comedic, comedy that I've done. And then as a performer, I also did a movie called Switch, which is very funny, where me and Michael Vegas wake up in each other's bodies.
Switch places? Oh, nice.
Yeah,
nice.
and if you haven't seen that movie, it's worth watching just for the tampon scene.
Oh. Hey, you're making me cringe here. So.
It's funny. It's a very
awesome,
funny
though.
movie.
That's awesome.
But yeah, I've been directing a lot for our Passions line, which is the
Right,
couples romance series, and just writing and directing, having a good time.
So what do you prefer more, performing or directing?
Directing. Come on, I get paid.
Really?
I get paid to yell at naked people.
Well, that's good, but when you're performing, you get paid to play with naked people. I mean, so it has its benefits.
It's more rewarding to direct, though.
It's more because it's your creative vision.
Yeah, it's a creative outlet for me, and I just love every part of it.
Now, how do you come up with the scripts? Do you write some of them yourself?
I write all of my own scripts.
Really?
Yes. I write every movie that I direct and every movie that I'm in. Like, for instance, I wrote and starred in First Crush, but I didn't direct it. So if I'm in a movie, I wrote it. And I've been writing.
You're like the Tom Cruise of porn.
I'm a control freak.
Yeah.
And I'm nominated for Best Screenplay and have been for the last 7 years, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Something like that. But yeah, the writing is my favorite part. It's where it all begins.
So where do the ideas come to you? Do they just hit you, or you see something and it triggers something? Or?
Yeah, it's funny. Sometimes I will pull a story that happened from real life. For instance, the movie I just shot called At First Sight stars Kehlani Leigh. It's for our Passions movie.
Right.
It is exactly the night that I met my boyfriend 5 years ago. It's like,
nice.
So that's a real life thing. And then anytime somebody in my real life does something stupid or something embarrassing or bad,
It's in the movie.
and bad happens to them, they always go, "Oh fuck, now I'm going to be in your movie, aren't I?" And I'm like, "Yes, you are. Thank you. Take notes."
Nice.
And other times it just comes in a dream or comes from anywhere. I wrote a movie years ago called Bound, and Bound was triggered by a word I saw written on a chalkboard at Starbucks when I was waiting in line.
A bound latte?
It was
Nice.
it was just a
yeah.
and the whole, it comes from everywhere.
Now, do you ever get where you kind of got the script and you got the idea and everything's flowing, and then all of a sudden it's just like, oh fuck, now what?
Yes, all the time, because what happens is I like writing so much that I want to tell more than 35 pages, and we only have 2 or 3 days to shoot.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I got to figure out how to get out of this without, because I could keep going. That's the hard part, is reining in. For
Cutting down 70 pages to 35.
Yeah, that's the hardest part for me.
Okay, so if you had like all the money in the world, how long, what kind of scripts would you be writing?
Oh, if I could do anything, it would probably be, the scripts, like the ones for Operation Desert Stormy and Tropical Stormy. Those were 80, 85 pages. But
yeah, those were big movies.
Yeah, those were big movies, but we shot, 10 days.
Yeah.
Now I have to shoot in 2 days. There's only so many pages you can shoot in 2 days.
That's true, but you get good after a while. You could kind of know, okay, I got to be at a certain point by the middle point of the movie.
You become pretty proficient in being short.
Now, if somebody came up to you and said, okay, we're gonna fund your next movie. We'll give you X amount of dollars, and it's the right amount, but you have to do it in animation. Okay. What style would you do? What would you do?
I don't know. I'd be screwed.
You couldn't animate somebody?
No, I don't think so. I can't. I don't My brain doesn't work that way.
You got to work in the real life.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, they had that stuff where they actually shoot real people and then they put the animation over the top of it. I always thought that would be interesting, but nobody seems to be doing it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe I'm just the only one.
You're ahead of the curve.
I'm the only one.
There you go. See? Shh, don't tell everybody.
So how many awards are your stuff up for this year?
I am up for 16.
Only?
My movies have 16 nominations this year, yeah.
Okay. 16? Now most of those are for screenplays and writing, or
Most of them are for directing.
Directing as well?
Best comedy, best romance, best screenplay, best director, and then the performers in all of those movies are nominated. I have 2 best actors, a best actress, a best supporting actor, best supporting actress. So
what about best cinematography?
I didn't. I got that last year. I didn't get cinematography this year. No, I didn't get it this year, and I thought.
You almost had it. You almost covered all of them.
Yeah, I didn't get cinematography or editing this year.
Or janitorial or craft services, right?
I got that one.
Oh, okay. There you go. That would be the one I would get, craft services.
I did get nominated for best safe sex scene, and I'm not.
Really?
Yeah, and that's a new category this year, so I'm not really
Wow.
sure how that goes.
I didn't even know that was a category. I'm behind.
Wow, best safe sex.
Yeah,
Well, I guess with all the moratoriums and everything going on, I guess that's a good category.
I guess. Yeah.
Now, Wicked has been doing that for a long time, though, already.
Yeah, that's why I wasn't really sure what it meant. I don't know what the
Yeah.
criteria is because is it safe sex as in just.
Where's a condom?
I guess.
But some of the nominees in the category aren't. I don't know. That's the one I'm not sure.
Well, we'll find out more. We'll find out now more. Now, what about this movie, Crime of Passion? What is this one?
This is a movie it just got released a few weeks ago.
So it's brand new.
It's brand new. I wrote it, directed it, and star in it. And the funny thing about this movie is there's a guy in the business that all the girls like, and I've directed him a bunch, Xander Corvus.
Mm-hmm.
And I have not worked with him, but he's really cute, and all the girls like him. And like I said, I've directed
He's starry, right?
Right. Oh, the girls fall in love with him every time I shoot. Every time I shoot, they follow him around. So I was like, I gotta figure out what all this is about. But he's a lot younger than me, so I'm like, it would make sense if we were like a married couple or something in a movie. So I had to come up with an idea that would make sense for us to have sex. So in this movie, he's a student.
You're the seductress?
He's my student.
Oh, there you go. Perfect.
Yeah, he's my student, and that never ends well.
And he's been bad.
No, I've been bad.
Oh, you've been bad. Okay.
Yeah,
That's even better then.
I'm the one with the gun.
Oh, yeah, I see it. Oh, yeah, there you go.
Things don't end well for Mr. Corvus in that movie.
Don't give it away. They get it. So, what do you plan on? What's your plans for next year?
Oh goodness. I've already directed my first movie of the year. I directed last week. Yeah. I'm directing 10 features this year, and probably half of those will be for our Passions series.
I'll ask you one last question. If I tell a stranger on the street, Stormy Daniels, what do you hope pops into their head?
Well, I know what's gonna pop into their head.
What do you want to pop in their head?
That I'm a good director.
Perfect. Most of the time it's doing.
Yeah. Boobs. Boobs. Boobs.
But some of us can get by the boobs, and some,
Even my own boyfriend told me for the first week he doesn't know anything I said.
What color are my eyes? What color are my eyes? Look at my eyes.
He was like double D.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for taking the time.
Thank you.
Thank you.